All right, guys, we're going to cover Bitcoin, and then we'll go over a few of the other tokens that everybody loves and enjoys. So Bitcoin finally gave us a buy signal earlier today. It just confirmed it about 1 hour ago. This was the confirmation candle that said, hey, Bitcoin is ultimately going to try to hit 69,576, which would bring us to our master trend line top. So Bitcoin could make a candle here and just wick a little bit. So ultimately, we're going to let Bitcoin come up here. If you want to take some profit, I would say maybe in this range, even this range, if that's something you desire. I feel it's going to get rejected. It's going to come back down. It could come back down to this middle area or bounce back at this yellow part of it, which is now going to act as a support. And then it can try to make its move back up once more and then check the trend line. Now, I will show you the supports really quick. So let me move my video over just a little bit. Oh, it won't let me. Okay, but I was able to find it. So if you look at it, these are the support lines. So Bitcoin right now, if you want to stay in this zone that I'm drawing the yellow line, then Bitcoin needs to hold 63.6. If it does, then Bitcoin will come back, test the 66K range. If Bitcoin can't hold this 63K range and sets a candle below this support line, then Bitcoin will retest 61K, turn back around, retest 63.6, break up, and then come back towards 66K. So these zones and the yellow lines are really important. Bitcoin has to hold each of those zones. Now, if it can do that, let's look at the top part of it. If Bitcoin decides it's going to go ahead, break 68K, get to 69, and set a candle over here, even if Bitcoin sets a candle here, Bitcoin still needs to fight to break 73K. If Bitcoin breaks 73K, then we're headed up. If Bitcoin can't hold this part, Bitcoin might retrace and enter back into our trend. It just was not ready to break up. So as I said before, I want a confirmation candle up here. If it does that, I think Bitcoin might test the 73. If it can't break, it'll come back down and I'll re-enter. Because if Bitcoin can set a candle up here, as I showed, then Bitcoin pretty much broke the master trend that it's on. It gave me a confirmation candle, which is above this white line. So I'll turn off the support really quick and I'll give you some short term and I'll get into all the other crypto. So 4-hour chart, it already hit the first target. So pretty much Bitcoin hit majority of its targets already. So now we have to come to the 12-hour chart to say, hey, it needs to go to 65.5. But Bitcoin went all the way up to 64. No, Bitcoin hit 64.9, maybe 65K. So now we have to wait for this 1-day chart to play out. So I would personally start taking a little bit of profit between 65 and 69K. That being said, let's get into Kaspa. Now, Kaspa has been interesting. It hasn't got a buy signal yet on the day chart, but on the 4-hour chart, it says we're going to go to 17.8 to 19 cents. So I didn't take profit on Kaspa last time, but if Kaspa gets 18 to 20 cents, I will shave a little bit of profit out of Kaspa. It doesn't matter where Kaspa goes, but I'm going to go ahead and shave a little bit of profit. And then let's look at Kaspa on the 12-hour chart. 12-hour chart thinks we're going to go to 19 to 21 cents. So if this Bitcoin pump is real, then we are going to see a 19 cents Kaspa again, and it's going to try to go to 20 cents. Let's look at Turbo. So we'll start off at the 4-hour chart. You can see Turbo already hit its first target of 0048. So let's go to 6-hour chart. 005 is the next target. Let's go to the 12-hour chart. 12-hour chart thinks 0057 is the target. Let's go to the 20-hour chart. It thinks 0059 is the target. So I will most likely take profit at 0055, but I may take a little bit of profit at 005 to 0052 just to secure profit. So I'll give you an example of this. Let's say I have $1,000 worth of turbo, and that $1,000 turbo turned into $4,000, and I took $3,000 profit previously. Now that it got a pump, that 1,000 might turn into 3,000 again because of the extended pump. I will take another 2,000 of profit and leave the 1,000. If it doesn't drop, I keep making profit. If it does drop, I'll buy in a little bit. If it doesn't, I'm okay with it. Caspa is my hedge right now. So if you look at turbo, we've been going sideways for a while. It finally broke above this line right here. It set a candle up here. So it's on a move. Now let me show you something else. I'm not 100% sure if it works like this, but let's just test the theory. So if I draw a trend line right here from the support and resistance, and I move this up, then this line was predicting when turbo was going to break out of this line that the target would be 0049. And look at it. When it broke out, it almost hit the target on the money. So that predicts the first breakout. Now, if you look at this trend line right here that we were in before, okay? We can also use that trend line as a gauge. So if you were to draw a line, let's say from here to here, and you predict that the breakout was going to take place right here, it would have given you a target of 0045. If you would have predicted that the breakout was going to take right here, which this is where you got the confirmation candle, if you look at it on the pattern, then it also predicted the target to be 0049. So you have to keep in mind, if you understand how patterns move, you can actually predict what the breakout move is going to be. So let me get rid of this. Delete and delete. So let's go to ONDO. And I'm going to just get into ONDO 4-hour chart. It already hit the target. Let's go to the 1-day chart first. So the 1-day chart on ONDO already got a buy signal, confirmation candle. Now I still want ONDO to break out of this master pattern it's on. When it does that, it's also confirming to you that it's going to move towards 99 cents. And you can see it has some resistance between 90 and 97. But if you look at this red block right here, it means sellers will get tired. So if we come to this zone, it's easily going to come to the 99 cents. So if I was going to take profit on ONDO based on what I see right now, I would make my take profit target anywhere between 88 cents to 95 cents. Sometimes if you get too greedy, your targets don't hit. Now let's go to Stacks. This has been a coin that I've been super bullish on. I've been saying we should get Stacks. And Stacks did drop to $1.05. A lot of you could have got an entry at 1.5 or even 120. A reasonable number would be 120. Stacks is headed to 195 on the 4-hour chart. If I go on the 12-hour chart, it already hit it. 1-day chart hasn't flashed a buy signal yet. 20-hour chart, it already hit it. 16, 12, 10. I'm not seeing too much more. So for now, we'll have to roll with the 4-hour chart. So 195 is your first target. $2.10 is your second target. So this means Bitcoin is going to have to hit somewhere between 66, 67K to 69K. If you get around the 67K, then 195 is on the board. If you get to the 69K, then $2.10 is on the board. So try to pick the best range. Don't get too greedy if profit is one of the things you're thinking. Now let's go to AERO. 4-hour chart, it already hit the first target. Let's go to the 8-hour chart. AERO thinks we're going to go to 79 cents. Then if we go to the 1-day chart, I don't think 1-day chart also got a buy signal. And the target is really high. So if you look at it here and you got the confirmation candle, it thinks AERO is going to try to break $1 one more time. So if you're going to take profit anywhere from 80 to 95 cents is a good range, wherever you feel comfortable, however safe you want to play it. So let's look at ABT. ABT on the 1-day chart has a target of $2.02. If you look at it, it broke out of this trend. It got all this confirmation candle. It's creating a ascending pattern right now. So if you wanted to take profit on ABT, anywhere from 190 to 195 would be a good target. Let's look at a shorter time frame. The 4-hour chart already been reached. The 10-hour chart thinks we're going to hit $2. So I would again say anywhere from 185 to 195 is a great target if you want to take some profit. GFI. I know a lot of you people are bullish on GFI. If you look at this trend that GFI was on, it broke the trend, got a confirmation candle, got a bunch of green candle. So GFI is moving up as we speak. So let's give you some GFI target. It already hit, no, the 4-hour, it hasn't hit it. So $3 is the 4-hour target. I remember earlier I checked a bunch of time frame. So a lot of the time frame hasn't triggered. So I would tell you $3 is your target, anywhere from 288 to 295 is a good take profit target, unless you want to be aggressive. Let's go to LCX. Now LCX on a 12-hour chart looks very bullish from a target perspective. It's still trying to break out of this trend. It has not got a confirmation candle yet, but it's telling you that the target is 17 cents. So let me look at a shorter time frame. I always love to use 4-hour chart just to get confirmation. What the 4-hour chart is telling us is 14 cents is the target. So LCX will actually have to test this trend line, make a candle here to confirm that it's going to move up and work towards 17 cents. So 14 cents is your first target, 15 cents is your second target. So GFI with this move up from Bitcoin is looking really good. Let's look at PNG. PNG is actually looking amazing. PNG is telling us that since we got this buy signal, the new target is 28 cents. It already broke out of this trend right here, gave us confirmation candle, moved down, used this as a support, bounced back up, and now it's trying to get to 28 cents. Now, if I look at PNG in different time frame, the 10-hour chart thinks PNG is going to break 30 cents. And if you look at the 1-day chart, which also had a buy signal a while back, it thinks we could get to 33 cents. So I would tell you anywhere from 28 cents to 32 cents is a good take profit target if you want to take some profit. Let's look at FORDA. Now FORDA on the 4-hour chart thinks it's going to go to 13.5 cents. You can also see FORDA broke out of its trend right here, got a bunch of confirmation candle, is trying to go to 13.65. So FORDA, let's look at the 10-hour chart. It's trying to get to 14.5 cents, and 1-day chart, let's see, hasn't got a buy signal yet. Still running under sell signal. 12-hour chart thinks we're going to 15.5 cents. So I think FORDA, 14 to 15 cents is a good take profit target if you feel like you want to take profit. Let's see, Render. So Render on the 4-hour chart, it already hit the target. Let's go to 8-hour chart. 597 is the target. Let's go to 12-hour chart. 657 is the target. And let's look at the day chart, which got a buy signal. Now again, same. Render has been going on this descending parallel pattern. It tested the trend line, gave us a confirmation candle, and in a 1 to 4 week scenario, it's thinking that Render is going to try to go to 772. So I would tell you anywhere from, let's say, oh man, let me look at the chart to give take profit target. So let's go with the 4 hours. We already got it. Let's go with the 8 hours. I would say anywhere from $7 and up is a good target to take profit if you feel you want to take profit. Let's go to Solana. Solana on the 4-hour chart, 158 is his first target. On the 8-hour chart, it hasn't got a signal. 9, 10. Let's see, 10-hour has a target of 161. Let's check the day chart. The day chart is still under a sell signal. Let's look at the 20-hour chart. So Solana has a chance to go all the way up to 180. So if you take profit anywhere from 168 and up, I think it's pretty safe for Solana. Let's go to XRP. XRP right now, if you look at the 4-hour chart, it already hit its first target. If you go to the 8-hour chart, it's 64 cents as the first target. If you go to the 12-hour chart, it's 65 cents. If you go to the 1-day chart, which also has a buy signal right here, it's kind of hidden, XRP has a chance to go to 70 cents. Now, I thought it was going to go to 70 cents about 3-4 weeks ago, but it didn't. So I would tell you anywhere from 65 cents and up is a good take profit target. Let's see, is there anything left? There are a few quant people. So quant on the day chart has a take profit at $82. So anywhere from the current price of $70. So I would say $75 to $80 a good take profit target. If you look at the 4-hour chart, everything already got hit. Let's see. Someone had ALPH, ELF. So ELF has, on the 4-hour chart, it already hit the target. Let's look at a 12-hour chart. Your next take profit target would be $2.02. And on the 1-day chart, it doesn't have anything yet. So anywhere from 185 and up is a good take profit target if taking profit is something you want to do. Let's see. Oh, yes. A friend of mine likes this one, Pyth. So if you look at the 4-hour chart, it already hit its target. If you go to the 8-hour chart, 35 cents is the first take profit target. 12-hour chart is 36 cents. And the 20-hour chart is 36 cents. So anywhere from 34 and up is a good take profit target. But it was already on a pump, so it's not giving us too much. But the second take profit target on the 20-hour chart is 43 cents. It just depends what Bitcoin ends up doing. Let's look at SUI. SUI on the 4-hour chart, it already hit its targets. 8-hour chart says 110 is your target. 12-hour chart says 117 is your target. 1-day chart says 110 is your target. So I would say if you want to take some profit on SUI, anything 110 and up is pretty good. I know there are some ICP holders, so let me just give a little bit of ICP as well. I'll just wrap up the video at 20 minutes. ICP on the 4-hour is 933. On the 12 hours is 912. On the 1-day, it hasn't got a signal yet. So let's just go with 933. So anything above $9 is a good take profit target. I know there are some math holders. I'm not a math guy, but 21 cents is the 4-hour target. 9-hour target, did it give us one? Wow, it's 25 cents is the 9-hour target. Let's check the day chart. Day chart has a target of 30 cents. So anywhere from 25 cents and up is a good target. I know there are some Miro people here as well, and I'll just give a short-term target. So your target is anywhere from 10 cents to 12 cents. Ponky, let's see, let's look at the 8-hour chart. 41 cents Ponky can go to, so anywhere from 38 cents to 41 cents is a good target. I used to have Chainlink. I don't have any right now. So Chainlink has a target at 12.8. If I go to the day chart, let me see if it's bullish or not. No. Let me look at the 10-hour chart. Not anything you want to know. 12 nothing. 20-hour chart. So Chainlink isn't looking that great, but anything above $12.50 is a good target. And I think that covers most coins. So if you guys have any question, please leave it on the comment below. I'm just giving you the market sentiment. I'm thinking Bitcoin is going to go ahead, test the trend line. Just remember, take profit if you feel you want to secure something. If you don't want to give up your multiplier, Don't do it. This is not financial advice. This is for educational purposes. I'm just sharing with you what I see in the charts. You can see it live what Lux Algo is telling me. You can see my trend lines and you can see what they're doing. Just make your own decisions. Until next time, guys, take it easy.